A night double header. We're just waiting for it to load up. But for the second game, we have the Biguns Eagles taking on the Gronks at ANZ Stadium. The first game of the season brought us a great win to the Benji Brilliance over Tiger Power as we go through the lineup for the Gronks. Led out by Mitchell Pearce, the captain. Now, Frankie likes to think he's a bit Kiwi. Sorry if he actually is, and I just am unaware. But that's why he's got the Warriors logo on the Gronks uniform. And out come the Eagles. Due to Cabbage being green, black and white, I've decided to run with the maroon, blue and white outfit for the Eagles. Just to separate us. So game number 2 of the Dominato Cup 2020 NRL shutdown. Biguns Eagles versus the Gronks, and it looks like the Gronks with Valentine Holmes starting off the game with the kickoff. Hopefully this is getting you your rugby league fix. So let's get into it. Big game here. And here we go. Biguns Eagles with the first hit up through Ignatius Parsi.
With momentum. One, release.
I think it's safe to say that both of these teams don't particularly have any strong rivalries that are going on. I am looking forward to Frankie taking on Cecil, or the Gronks versus Mumba out. Bit of a student and sensei. Oh, Fanua Blake. Straight over the top. Is that Townsend he's just gone over the top of? I think it might be. But yeah, student versus sensei. And the Eagles, since Gogs has dropped out of the competition, haven't particularly had a very strong rivalry. And let's all not lie, we used to love the Gogs versus Squibby rivalry that used to go on. So Alex Johnson makes a bit of a break and brings it back out to close to the 40. Good start to the set.
Held. 2 hands away. Yes. Quick with a pass. The ball's been turned over.
Who's lost it here? Oh, of course the Eagles did. Bit of an oversight there. I think I've named Mitchell Pearce as the captain, even though Boyd Corner. Valentine Holmes, welcome back from the NFL. 6 minutes into the game and he goes straight under the posts. So it won't matter if he's a shit goal kicker or not, he's probably about to pot it from right in front. Oh, I agree with you, Mr. Englishman. Terrible tackling. Yeah. Not the start that the Eagles were looking for, that's for sure.
Easy kick for a man of his talent. The Gunners lead 6-0 here.
There we go. Obviously the commentary name, the Gunners, relates to a G name for the Gronks, but also Trent Gunning being the CEO of the Gronks kind of fits in. And obviously there's no Gronks name. So here we go, Daly Cherry Evans kicking off again.
Brown with a good catch. Terrible ball. He's held there. That's one. Move.
The Gronks lacking a little bit of depth in the forward pack. That was Rudolph that's been named in the front row. I mean, they have some solid players, there's no denying that. But lacking in a few positions in their forward pack. In saying that, a pretty good back line, so need to watch that. Dylan Brown, surprisingly, I think is in the top 3 players in the competition on Rugby League Live 4.
That's 5th tackle in my book.
Hasn't particularly shown much in the NRL. He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but hasn't shown much. How that's not a knock on, I'll never know.
It's a handover.
No captain's challenge in this, so we'll just keep going. It is what it is, I suppose.
Good tackle. Release. bullet pass.
There we go, Finucane up the middle.
Finucane gobbles him up.
Good strong player, Finucane.
Powers forward. Get up. Corner. Hold on too long there.
There we go. Well, and that's the first penalty of the season going to the Eagles, committed by the Gronks. Find some easy meters here and take a set of 6 right on the 10, attacking them. Let's see what the Eagles can come up with.
He starts play. Creighton. He surges forward. Great strength. Break up the defence. A short pass. Walker. Wonderful
good tackle.
Strong defence here. With the short ball. Walker. Plessy surges forward in the tackle. Have a go at him.
Strong goal line defence so far.
Walker.
Cody Walker. He's been flipped on his back here.
We'll wait for the ref to say
Held up.
yes or no. Slips in the short one. Kotrick explodes.
Oh,
Good step.
Nigarima nearly through. What an ankle tap right in front of the line.
Fifth tackle.
Saves that from being a try. Get over. DCE, I think he's flipped over.
They need to come up with
Hand over on the 10.
Gula.
There we go. Gula also in the front row. Don't even know who Gula is, but sure, let's run with it.
Still going.
I mean, very strong back row. You got Boyd Cordner,
Brown.
John Bateman,
Carrying the
and there's
Veterans
Rudolph,
Review.
the other front row. Don't know who he is either.
Brown.
Thought he led Santa's sleigh, to tell the truth.
That's tackle 4, hands off. Still a couple of tackles up their sleeve here. Brown, cut out ball. Powers forward. This is good. Referee.
I'll try and keep a bit of the Eagles bias out there, considering I am the CEO of their comp.
Roberts.
If Eddie Maguire can do it, then so can I, let's be honest. Nick Kotrick bringing the ball back.
Hey, which way did he go? Great step. Driving forwards. That is strong. Get up hard and straight. Walker flicks a short pass.
Oh,
That's a power play.
go
downfield.
Finucane. He's flicked it out again.
Able to stand in
Oh,
the
Cody
tackle.
Walker can't get away from the tackle.
Good ground.
Nice little offload by Finucane. Nick Kotrick. Oh,
Are looking a bit wobbly.
Val Holmes comes and cuts him off out wide.
Walker. Finally wrapped up. Just short of the 10-metre line.
What have they got now, the Eagles? Attacking the line.
Loops it over the top. Cherry
Puts up the bomb.
This will come down with snow. Shows some urgency.
Oh, they've knocked it back, the Eagles.
Hey,
No touch by the Gronks, and that's a handover inside the 10. Let's see if the Eagles can pin them down. Oh, Adam Elliott goes straight through him.
Mesmerises the defence.
Oh, Val Holmes again. The NFL training has paid off for Val Holmes. Makes another break through the middle of the Eagles' defence.
He surges forward. Really into touch there.
Back to 10. He's held there. Get off him.
Brayley.
Well, that's Jaden
The
Brayley.
attack just keeps on coming.
Let him up.
Holmes. Sidestep.
Holmes again, straight through the middle again, in for another
The
try.
crowd is stunned. Made it
Val Holmes.
Another try posted to his talent. And
If only Jared Hayne was just as powerful when he came back from the NFL. Well, there it is, guys.
Kick still to
Looks
come
like
here.
Val Holmes is going to be the one to try and take out from the Gronks. Second try, close to the post again. The Gronks look to go 12-0 up early in the second game of the 2020 season.
You can count that as 2 points.
The Gunners have been outstanding this afternoon. They haven't given their opponents any opportunities. It's been a joyous match so far.
The Gunners have been outstanding. More importantly, Valentine Holmes has. I think you'll find nearly all their breaks have come from that one man so far.
Decides the deep kick is the way to go. He's there to bring the kick back.
All right.
Inside their own 20-metre line. Delivering the short ball. Driving forward.
And just forgive the old coronavirus kicking in a little second ago. I have found my mute button.
Rayleigh.
So,
Wrapped up on the 30-metre line.
don't worry, you can't catch it through the broadcast. I can give you that. As an essential worker as I am, I get this information every day.
Go downfield. Maybe they've lost count of the tackles.
Is he going to have fun on Thursday night? I'm going in for the snip, so I might be under a little bit of anaesthetic. So it'll be an interesting commentary for Thursday night, but I'll still bring it to you all the same, because the one thing that needs to continue is rugby league. It's our saviour. Soliola's on the field now, taking a good hit up. Finucane again, look at that.
They continue to roll forward.
Oh, Jared Wallace is through now.
I like that, he's kept it alive.
That's a great offload. Once again, the Eagles are attacking the line. Can they come up with what they need to get points? Oh no! It's giving it to John Bateman, who's on a break. Surely somebody's got to catch him. Who's that? Nicarima pulls him down from behind. Gets off him. Let's not commit a personal foul. Professional foul. Find yourself in the bin for 10 minutes. Val Holmes, good.
Great call from the referee.
Wallace.
They didn't heed the warning.
Held too long. Gave him a bit of sweet chin music while he was on the ground. Cost his team the penalty.
And into touch it goes.
So now the Gronks go on the attack. 7 minutes to go before the half. Let's see what they've got to throw at the Eagles line.
That's his second. With a quick pass. Pierce. He's got momentum. Strong defence. He's way through this set. Flicks a short pass. Elliott.
Oh, good on the line defence here. This is brilliant.
But no way through. Finds support. Pierce.
Just don't let them throw it to Valentine Holmes.
One to go in the set.
Don't let them throw it to Val Holmes.
Jackson.
Josh Jackson, he's pushing over. Held up. Hand over, 10 out.
Some very solid defence there. Kotrick.
Oh, Kotrick, he goes straight through, but Val Holmes, of course.
That's your second.
Finucane. Classic tackle.
He's held there. 3. Move.
Walker.
All right, just ask the wife for some more wine, so hopefully that'll come through while this game's playing.
Look at the acceleration.
Cody Walker.
Punts. The ball's been turned over and shut into the play by that tackle.
There we go.
Johnston. Nice step. Johnston surges forward in the tackle.
Right, they say this will probably be the last, if not second last play of the competition, of the game, of the half. Jesus Christ, don't drink and try and commentate. It never works for you.
There's the half-time hooter.
There we go. Good tackle.
There's the fourth tackle.
So that's half time. We go into the half, 12-0 to the Gronks. Or 12-0 to Valentine Holmes, let's be honest. Have a quick break, then we come back. Ready for the second half to be kicked off by DCE.
Second stanza underway here. And he's right in position to field the kick.
All right, here goes the kickoff.
He's held there. Right, here's tackle 1.
Let's see what we got going now.
Held. 2.
John Bateman with a good hitter.
Brown feeds the short ball.
back with me. He's held there.
Gula with momentum.
See, Gula
Proving a
again.
handful. This is excellent attack.
Some interesting buys for the Gronks, but at the moment, not going to put too much shit on them. They are currently winning 12-0.
The torpedo punt.
Subsidise their interesting buys with Valentine Holmes, as it seems.
Kotrick powers forward. They finally wrap him up.
Angus Crichton.
He's held there. Off him now. That's his second.
Thompson. And with a
Oh, I
step,
thought he's
he
lost
gets
that
away
cold
from the
then.
defence.
Hands away.
Good little inside ball to Nicarima. Thompson's not used to Nicarima running with the number one. He's usually got Trebojevic to hit back on the inside, but as I said before and last night, Trebojevic is
Walker.
both of them playing for Tiger Power. Here's Fanua Blake.
Finucane. Captured by
Strong front rower Fanua Blake. Deserves to be a loyal. We were worried that he might have missed the start of the season, but
good step.
it's come out strong to start off with, so it's pretty good. Feel that wing. Alex Johnson and James Roberts. There's a bit of pace out there.
Yes. Cuts out a
It'd be
fielding
scary to see Val Holmes link up with them somewhere along the way.
3 back with me.
Yes. He's got momentum. Still going.
Held.
There's the fourth tackle.
Hold the 10.
Jackson. Barnstorming run.
He's held there.
Right. Good strong defensive set by the Eagles here. Let's see what they've got in the last tackle.
Yes. Has the job of putting in the punt.
Mitchell Pearce puts it down the field and Kotrick brings it back, gets to the 30. But of course, Valentine Holmes drives him back another 5 metres. Might have to check some of the players' skills in this
Surges
and
forward.
Attributes.
Great strength.
They are certainly seeing a few messages come through.
Held.
G'day boys. As I said, all a bit of shits and giggles. Hope you are enjoying the broadcasting. Sorry if my commentary isn't what you like, but stiff shit, nobody else can do it, so I'm going to.
Knocks him off his feet.
As I said, plans are in place. We are going to try and get some extra commentators along the way.
Powers forward.
Give them a bit of a crack. I think I figured out how I can do that last night, so as long as we've got headsets set up, we'll see what we can do.
Burst this one. Great step. Now you
Oh,
see
here we go. Alex Johnson, he's through.
still trying to make meters as he's brought
Yeah, he's
down
not
the
as good as
field.
Valentine Holmes. Holmes would have scored that.
Held. 2 hands away.
So there's holes in the Eagles' defence for
Short one
days.
explodes through the tackle.
3.
There we go. Good tackle there. Who was that? I can't tell from here.
Charges after
And a few other broadcasts. I might even play around with a bit of the forward pass. Good job. I might play around with the camera and see what might be a better broadcasting.
breakfast of it.
Like this one looks pretty cool actually. You won't see the rest of the field, but you'll see the play that's going on, and I think that's the main thing. So I'll play around with it during the games that I'm not broadcasting and find one that I think I like.
Surges forward in the tackle.
Always open to feedback, so if you want to give any feedback for the broadcasting, throw it up on the banner page. I'll take it on board. I won't promise that I'll implement it, but I'll certainly listen to what you've got to say.
3 markers lock in.
Probably tell you to get fucked, to tell the truth, but hey, throw it up there anyway.
He's held there.
Angus Crichton,
Get back with me.
4th tackle, and they're inside the Gronks half here. Oh, inside, outside, inside.
Defenders with him.
5 markers lock in.
Bit of razzle-dazzle football for Rugby League Foot Live 4.
Kicks.
Cody Walker puts it straight down the throat of Alex Johnson. Good job.
Force backwards inside their own 20-metre line. Jackson. He surges forward.
Gula.
Great strength.
He's held there.
Cordner. And with a step.
Now, what I'm introducing to, what I'd really like to do, is maybe for our Friday night mix, I'd like to look up, say, the 93 Broncos to take on the 94 Canberra Raiders. I think that'll be a special game. The 2005 Tigers to play the 2015 Cowboys. The 96 Sea Eagles to take on the 99 Melbourne Storm. So, some big classics. Once again, give a bit of feedback. Come on, Tafua. Put your foot down. No pace in the Eagles team whatsoever. But at least he's back to the halfway for the first tackle. Fanua Blake. Probably the forward of the game so far, I reckon. Good little offload too. And the Eagles are back on the attack. Hopefully they can come up with something. Get some points on the board. So once again, open to some feedback on the banner page. If there's a particular team, if I can download them and you would like to see a certain matchup, then I'll do it. The community of Rugby League Live 4 is unbelievable. They've come up with some blinders. And some people... There we go. Great try by Finucane. If there's a forward from the Eagles that deserves it, it's probably Finucane or Fanua Blake. There he is there, throwing his arm in the air. Great job. The power of the grubber in this game is phenomenal. Little grubber by DCE, straight onto Finucane's chest, in to score the try. Great job. Well-deserved try. Still think Fanua Blake's been the better forward, but Finucane's pushing him very hard. So yes, the community on Rugby League Live 4, they've come up with some blinders. Some people have way more time than I even do, and create the old school uniforms and everything. So if there's a particular matchup that you'd like to see, as long as there's a team on the community, I will download them. And maybe for our Friday night fix, we'll have a throwback Friday where we will play an old game with two super teams. Somebody threw up before, possibly the 97 grand final. Stewie, you can get fucked. I'm certainly not going to play that game ever again. If I see Darren Albert ever, I'm probably going to punch him. Let's be fair. But let's give it a crack and see what we can get out there. And again, it's just for a bit of footy fix, boys. That's all we're aiming for here.
Walker past the 30-metre line. That's a clever pass.
Oh, straight through. Come on, DCE.
Carrying defenders with him. Wow.
The Eagles haven't looked bad in this game, to be fair. We've had a few attacking raids, haven't exactly put anything special together to score off said attacking raids, but they're putting themselves in a position. All it's going to take is a few passes to stick, and hopefully we'll pick up a few points throughout the year.
Wrapped up on the 20-metre line.
Get off him.
It's actually been a pretty good game. Game 2 of the season. Once again, this is a recap on the last game. Benji Brilliance beat the Tiger Power 12-6. Again, another tight game, but it was actually good to watch. The good thing is, oh, here we go, Foul Holmes again. Of course he gets the offload. Haven't seen a lot of errors, which has been good. It's been good flowing footy. I mean, pixelated all the same, but still. Good flowing footy from both teams. In both games so far. I hadn't seen a penalty until this game, so that's brilliant. Big Jorge Tafua. Hope to see a hit from him sometime this season. Fanua Blake again. That'd be his 5th line break, I reckon.
Clear the tarmac, he's coming through.
Once again, we've cracked the 50 of the Gronks. Just not doing what we need to get across the line. Put another grubber in. 5 minutes to go. They've got 2 to score. I think it might just be out of their grasp at this stage, but let's play for for and against. The live ladder says that the Eagles are last currently. Oh no.
That was looking touch and go.
Good tackle, Nicarima.
He's proving elusive.
Corner receives the pass.
Two. On we keep going.
Rayleigh running along. Wrapped up. No way through.
Big shout out to Charlie. It's his first birthday today.
In open pasture now.
Cute little bugger he is.
With momentum. Proving a
Mainly
handful.
happy.
Ball 40 metres out.
Loves to sleep in bed with mum and dad. If he could just nail sleeping in his own bed, he'd be my favourite, that's for sure. Who am I kidding? He's my favourite anyway. Last tackle. We might give the Eagles one last play to see what they can come up with for the end of the game.
Driven back.
Oh, Bronson Cherry is actually playing. Haven't seen him all game.
Cherry Evans flicks the ball inside.
Joel
Out
Thompson
the
through
open
this time.
Thompson surges forward in
Pulled
the tackle.
down.
Finally wrapped
Will they
up
get to the play of the ball? No, that's the end of the game. Good win by the Gronks. Congratulations, Frankie.
Secured the win this afternoon. A
Pray to
display
God that
of
Valentine Holmes doesn't get injured or he might be in a bit of trouble. But outside of that, great win by the Gronks.
In fact, it's been the highlight of my last
That is
hour.
the end of game
Looking forward to
2.
the next hour.
Once again, who was Valentine Holmes? Had to be man of the match. Let's see. Oh, Marshall King did quite well. Finucane and Fanua Blake. But if it wasn't going to be Val Holmes, it was going to be Reed Mahoney. Look at that. A long way in front. 3-2-1 goes to Val Holmes, Reed Mahoney and Boyd Cordner. Well, thank you very much for watching game number 2. Hopefully you enjoy it. We'll look for another doubleheader on Wednesday night. But for now, thank you for your time. Take good care. Peace, everybody.